And Kev, this is exactly why I wanted you to be the first local legend, because this is what I was talking about. This is the epitome of a local legend. You've been in all different sports, in all different clubs in the area, around the. And if people don't know in the Limestone Coast in general, most people will know who Kevin Marshall is. They would have heard the name before. Do you have sort of any moments that still get spoken about, or that you like to talk about, or people come up to you to talk about in your sporting life?
No, I can't say that really do. It's just everyone remembers, you sort of keep on saying it really, but when especially the soccer club, when they were struggling for numbers, we always bring up, especially, we always say, 20 or 30 years ago, people playing 2 games, 3 games, just to keep the club alive. We speak about that immensely the last, probably more so 5, 6 years, because we've been able to grow the club, whether it's from the juniors up into the seniors. The numbers have got better each year.
Yep.
And it's we always speak about that, about that. But then also obviously your premierships, like the only premiership in soccer I was involved in 4 years ago now, 2022. It was just relief as well. Like that, especially the guys that were in part of it, who've been within the club for 10 or plus years, they sort of know we've always struggled, and to be able to finish with a premiership in the reserves was just relief on a few faces and shoulders, sort of thing. Like we finally got something for all those years of pain. That's
Yeah, and so, that was going to be my next question. Was is there, and you may have just answered it, but I might be wrong. Is there a season or a moment that is what's your proudest moment in sport across your whole life, across the whole journey?
It's probably too many not too many, but it's probably 4 or 5 that could, it's probably all, obviously your premierships, whether it doesn't matter what sport it's in, with us to have won basketball, we've won 6 or 7 cricket ones sort of thing. They always, soccer and footy always hold special memories, premierships. But then there's also those special wins. As a under 17s, you in the partner, we had eight players, and we knock off the team that was sitting second.
Yes.
That sort of thing. We beat in the A grade in soccer again. Beat International, who's a powerhouse. We beat them 1-0. No, we haven't beaten them in the A grade since. That was 26 years ago. That sort of stuff. And then if you speak of the special seasons, first one, especially for me, is as coaching, it was 2005, and we finished 4th. We probably could have gone a lot further if they had finals back then.
This is in soccer, sorry, Kev?
In soccer, yeah, mate. Yeah. And so most of these is soccer, because I've played it for so long. There's just so many memories there.
Yeah.
Then obviously, when you finish off with a premiership 2022, you finish on top of the ladder with about 3 or 4 games to go. You can't lose a minor premiership. Then you go on and win the premiership or win the flag. It's just 30 years ago, 25 years ago, you were running around trying to find numbers, trying to find T-shirts or tops, for players, this or that. Then all of a sudden, you finally
3 games in a day.
Yeah. Then finally, you win something to be able to take back to the club, and say that you were proud of it. It's pretty special. So
that gives me chills listening to it, mate. Because I was 20 or 30 years ago, I was there at the club and know what the struggle was like. But for you guys that stuck it out and stayed, that would have to be so satisfying. Oh,
mate, that's the crowd on the sideline. So when you've got practically nearly every single club, other than obviously the team you're playing against, supporting you, and then just coming up, high five, when the game's done, high five, and you're hugging you, because it's all the guys that probably 25 years ago, they were once probably belting us on the park, by 20 goals, and these are the ones that they're giving you a hug, saying this is awesome, about time, and that sort of thing. It's definitely. Then the spectators, who some of them had stopped playing, and they were then just supporting, they were running up, just jumping on you with relief.
You guys were.
Yeah. Like it's that's you spoke earlier about the football flag in '09. If anything, like that's probably how the other guys felt. I still have my parents that sort of and family cup and can congratulate you, but I probably wasn't there from January or done the hard yards where with the soccer grand final or premiership, you'd done the time.
Absolutely.
It was probably well and truly overdue.
And such a good reward for such a good club too, and obviously something that you really, really deserved with all the hardships that club, the Naracoorte Soccer Club, has been through. To get something, as you said, to get something back, and you to be a key part of it, you can only be proud of you, and you can only be proud of yourself, mate.